There's a special place in our hearts for okazuya, an old-school Japanese delicatessen that serves ready-to-eat and take-out dishes. The concept of okazuya has been around for decades and is steeped in history and tradition. I grew up in Hawaii and learned about okazuyas early in my childhood. It was always a treat for me whenever my family would visit an okazuya. Hefty portions of fried chicken, thick noodles full of flavor, carefully packed cone sushi, and handmade musubi often line the takeout window of these small mom-and-pop stores, even though these stores are typically humble and unassuming. It's a fun experience to get online, place your order of favorite dishes, and enjoy at home. The Japanese word okazuya is a combination of okazu, meaning side dishes, and ya, which indicates a shop or store. The concept dates back to 20th century Japan, when there was a growing demand for convenient, quick meals, and okazuya is a shop that sells many small side dishes. They're usually in a casual takeout lunch spots where you point and choose the individual items you desire. Imagine making a customized plate lunch. Unlike traditional sit-down restaurants, okazuya has a mix-and-match concept where customers can select small dishes to create their own meal box. Typically, you'll find cone or nari sushi rice encased in a sweet tofu skin pouch, karage, Japanese style fried crispy chicken, nimono, savory vegetables, meat, or fish simmered in broth, and musubi, rice balls wrapped in seaweed with various fillings. Like so many foods in Hawaii that make it special, plate lunch, saimin, spam musubi to name a few, the history of okazuya in Hawaii is credited to the plantation era when the Japanese immigrants arrived to the islands in the late 19th and early 20th centuries to work in the sugar plantations. In the 1800s, plantation workers stopped by the okazuya very early in the morning, often before sunrise, to pick up lunch before heading out to work. This is how that early morning tradition began. Now in modern days, people head out to the okazuya before heading out to the office or the beach if it's your day off. They brought with them the tradition and concept of okazuya, shared among families and fellow plantation workers. Okazuyas are something many visitors never get a chance to experience, mainly just because people outside of Hawaii don't know about it. Take the time to seek out an okazuya on your next visit and you will be well rewarded. Over time, okazuya became an integral part of Hawaii's multicultural culinary landscape. You may notice local ingredients and influences in the menu. For example, some okazuyas may offer chicken long rice or terry beef, served right next to more traditional dishes like nimono and musubi. Today, okazuya continues to be a beloved part of Hawaiian cuisine, reflecting the rich history of immigration and cultural exchange in the islands. Go early. Most okazuyas open by 6 a.m. and close early afternoon. The good stuff is gone well before noon. Go early for the best selection. You'll be surprised at how busy they are at 7 or 8 a.m. in the morning. All food sold at Okazuya is meant to be eaten and enjoyed at room temperature. That's why it's okay to pick your Okazuya early in the morning. Just leave it at your desk, table, office until you're ready to eat lunch. Point and choose. Okazuya food options are laid out in trays, containers, metal pans, etc., and showcased behind a glass counter. Point and choose the items you want. Craving a box of only tempura, 5 musubis, no problem. The fun part about an okazuya is that everyone can create their own custom lunchbox. It's a gamble predicting the final price of your okazu plate. My plates range from $15 to $20. With all the food on display, it's tempting to just point at everything and add it to your plate. So be careful. Go in with a plan. Maybe 1 starch, 2 proteins, and 1 or 2 miscellaneous choices. If you don't have a plan, you will have a panic attack when it is your turn to order because the server will be waiting with the tongs and the people behind you might get impatient at your indecisiveness. It can be overwhelming to go to an okazuya if it's your first time, especially when you see all the aunties and uncles rattling off orders in front of you without skipping a beat. If you've never been to an okazuya before, take a moment to peruse the menu. You'll most likely see fried, grilled, and simmered items such as inari sushi, karage, nishime, or tempura. There'll be price, a la carte, or you can order a pre-made plate, whichever works, but be sure to check whether they only take cash or accept credit cards. Approach the counter or designated ordering area. Some okazuya may have a paper order from where you mark your selections, while others will have a display for you to point to your choices. Clearly state the quantity of each item that you'd like to order. If you're still unsure what to get, you can always ask the staff for recommendations. They may also offer additional sides, condiments, or extras, so you can add pickles or sauces to elevate your meal. Then proceed to the counter to pay and enjoy your meal. Okazuyas have all the best stuff. The point and choose method menu features a mix of local food and local Japanese food. Examples of local food: mochiko chicken, chow fan, teriyaki beef. Examples of local Japanese food: musubi, miso butterfish, nishime, Both the local food and local Japanese food are mixed together on the menu. This is an example of how blended all the food cultures are in Hawaii. Depending on the individual okazuya, you might see more of a local influence, a heavier Japanese influence, or even some Chinese influence. There used to be many okazuyas in Hawaii everywhere, but it seems that every year another one disappears for good. Not for lack of popularity, though. Most of the times is it because the younger generation doesn't want to take over the shop. We only have a few okazuyas left in Hawaii. We hold them near and dear. It's so much more than just the food when you visit an okazuya. It's about the place, the people, and the time. When you visit an okazuya, you experience a part of Hawaii's food history that extends all the way back to the 1800s. Here are a few of our go-to okazuya spots. Delicatessen. Nope. Only thing is no parking. Good luck with street parking, but it's worth the struggle. Portions are generous and most of the food is hot, which means it'll stay hot on your drive to work or wherever you're going. For some reason, I ordered the chow fun instead of the chow mein, but it's still good, not too oily, and the noodles have a nice chew to them. The fried chicken is crispy, moist, and juicy. Chicken skin has an additive crunch, and the meal is oozing with juiciness. Best okazuya chicken I've tried. Sakia's is known for its burgers and saimin, but it's also an okazuya. It opens at 8 a.m., which is later than any other okazuyas I came across. This is a good option for people who are not early birds like myself. My favorite is the teriyaki beef and maki sushi, so delicious. Grab a couple of these, the shrimp tempura and green beans. Sakia's shrimp tempura has a sweet, cakey batter, which I like. The green beans are not common at okazuyas, but this place does them well. Another plus is that you can eat your okazu in the restaurant. Just grab a seat and maybe even order a small saimin. Perfect combo. Masa and Joyce. Representing the windward side is Masa and Joyce. They have the most extensive okazuya selection. It's quite crazy. One temake. The noodles here are Okinawan soba noodles, I believe, which are on the thicker and chewier side. Yummy. The inari is juicy and flavored just right. Masa and Joyce tops it off with ginger. The hash patty is also delicious. This joint also serves up some pretty bomb Hawaiian food, soups such as oxtail soup and Okinawan soba. Plate lunches and bentos, they have everything over here.